Everybody complains about the heat, but I don't, I don't, I don't, I don't, I don't. Ciao. No, no.
Ah, ok, grazie.
No, niente, figurati. It seems to be a team that they ask me for. They were asking me for something. They wanted to smoke, but they wanted, the paper in which you roll the blunt. How the fuck you call it in English? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it distracted me. Everybody seems to complain about the heat, but I don't, I don't, I don't, I don't, I don't. Okay, so what I wanted to say, everybody complains about the heat. Did I say already? Yeah, I think I said it 2 times. One, before being interrupted, and then another time, after being interrupted. I don't like to be interrupted. The timing of this guy, man, just came exactly when I started, when I pressed, start. But anyway, what I wanted to say, yeah, everybody complains about the heat, but to me it's like, I don't know how to describe it. This heat is like, at times, not all the time, but at times it's all pervading. Like I feel it, coming through, and it's warming my soul up, to be honest with you. That's what I can say. I don't know how to describe it. It's just, I would say it's gentle. There's times where it's very, very gentle. It's like, it's a difficult feeling, like, to express, to be honest with you. But I would say loving, in a sense. Of course it is. But yeah, I encourage everybody to stay under it, you know. You will benefit in many different ways, I see, for example, probably this is something that I never talked about. I see how you're being perceived by people after you sun gaze a lot. They look at you if you are the sun, because you absorb so much light. They can see it, especially the sunrising light, I noticed that when I sun gaze, I've been sun gazing for about 11 days straight. Every morning I watch the sunrise, and that could tell, like, first of all, in my eyes I saw a different light in my eyes, and almost to the point that, for example, one time I didn't almost recognize myself. I didn't recognize my eyes, because there was a different light in it, they were shining, and for some reason I looked like one of my uncles from my father line, they got like very, very shiny eyes, particular eyes, and beautiful eyes. But yeah, that's the power of sunlight. So I was almost not in awe, but I was like surprised, because what was injected in me by the sunlight, by sun gazing, was somehow a different spirit. And I don't know if it truly translated then as me elevating, as in me consciously realizing that, seeing that, in different ways. But I saw that in my eyes, and that goes to say, stay under the sunlight. That's what I say. As I said also in a couple of freestyles, that's what you need. At the moment I'm grounding and staying under the sunlight, right? So that's my message for today. And yeah, and stay with people that want this love from the sun, that's where I'm at now. I don't want people complaining about the heat. I don't want people complaining about the sun. I don't want to be extreme and say, they're not my family, or they're not my soul family, you know, if they don't have the same relationship with the sun that I have. But I have to raise a couple of question marks if you come out with phrases like, I hate the sun. You know, I had somebody, I can say close to me, you know, like a friend, saying, I hate the sunlight. And, you know, I can understand that biologically. Maybe you were not built like that, to stay under the sun like that. So, my question is, if you hate the sunlight, if you hate the sun, you most likely hate me as well. And if you hate me, of course we cannot get along. And I cannot get along just to get along, right? So, hope my people understand that. I'm a child of the sun. I'm a representative of the sun. You know, I'm a messenger of the sun. I'm a messenger of the sun god Ra. That's a fact. Or messenger in general, Isa, as in messenger, right? In Islamic tradition, Isa. Embassy, right? Remember I said embassy? Backwards, it's Isa be me. I'm a messenger, right? I'm a messenger of the sun god Ra. Like the Houthi is considered messenger of the sun god Ra, right? So if you are not aligned with the sun, perhaps you're not very aligned with me, and we might have an issue, you know. I go right, you go left, perhaps, right? And as I said in many videos, there's many factors that influence your relationship with the sun. Remember, the sun is a detoxifier, so if you're full of mucus, you know, you have a certain lifestyle, dietary habits, you know, you smoke and you drink, of course that can be a problem. But remember, the sun is a living entity, you know. You cannot pretend to hate it and somehow receive love back, you know. You're gonna be scorched. You cannot say I hate the sunlight, you know. Try to understand what is wrong with you that prevent you from loving the sunlight. I'm sorry for you if the reason is biological, right? And you're not a child of the sun, so to speak. But if you are, and you're meant to stay under the sunlight, you're biologically encoded, right, endowed with a certain gene that allow you, as your ancestors have been allowed to stay under sunlight because they come from a region where the sun is hotter than hot. Then if you hate the sunlight, you know, there's something that you must adjust in your life. And at this point, I would say to you that righteousness also play a role, because as in Malachi 4, if the Son of Righteousness is coming with healing in his wings, you know, again, the Son of Righteousness, which imply the Son of Righteousness, therefore Heru, or us, you know, Heru-like or Christ-like, if we come with righteousness, you know, as above so below, the Son will come also with righteousness. And if you're not found being righteous, right, what will happen to you? The sun will scorch you. The sun will burn you. So the more you stay righteous, the more life and element in general in nature will be on your side. And you will not suffer, right, their power, you know. But instead, you will reap the benefits of their abundance. And in the case of the sunlight, you know, it's your battery, you know, you're being charged up in the sun. And on and on and on. So that's my message for today. So long live our sun, right? And long live the people of the sun, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, which will never come.